Welcome back to my little Italian house. I have just 48 hours to renovate my sitting room, aka living room, and all by myself. Why 48 hours? Well, you need to watch to find out. All right, everybody, it is a big 48 hours. I literally have 48 hours to redecorate, renovate, whatever you want to call it, but this is my sitting room slash living room. I know that in the UK we use the term sitting room, in the US we say living room. So it's a big, big project, and I'm going to talk to you more about that, but I literally have 48 hours. That is it. But I've just obviously arrived here, and the last things out of my car are, I'm excited, so before I start redecorating this, are the bed skirts for the guest bedroom upstairs. So let's head on upstairs, because I'm gonna put these on and show you what they look like, and fingers crossed, they fit. Okay, everybody, I am super happy. I hope you are as well, because I was a bit nervous when you just saw me doing that time lapse. You have no idea, you know, when you send in measurements, if you might have messed it up. And in particular, these rounded corners here, I was very, very nervous. If you saw me in a previous video when I was renovating this guest bedroom, I was on the ground doing a trace of these rounded corners in order to take a picture of that trace and then send that to the company that made these. And the company details are down below. It's the Headboard Company. They're amazing. They're in the UK. And I wanted to make sure, you know, when I put these on, I was like, did I get the length right, the height, the width, all of that? And I am very, very pleased to say that, like, it fits like a glove. Welcome everybody to my sitting slash living room. And it's going to be a busy 48 hours. So get ready for a lot of time lapses. So if you love time lapses like I do, you're in for a real treat. This is the color here. So this is the color that we will be, or I will be, putting on the wall here. And this darker color that you can see is actually the color that I've used in the corridor upstairs and sort of down here into the staircase. I wanted to keep it quite light in here because there's not a lot of sunlight coming through. So there's that door over there, which will be, it has, well, it needs, bits of it need to be replaced. And there's a window over there, which I actually just discovered that I can open it up. So it's always wonderful to come here and find new discoveries. So yeah, here's all my kit over here. And in my kitchen right there, you can see I am storing a lot of the pictures that I have found at flea markets that will eventually come back into this room beyond there as well, and a couple side tables. And that's it, everybody. Let's time lapse. All right, everybody, I have just pulled all the nails, screws, picture hangers. There were a lot, you can see, there's a ton. So some were easier than others. Some were actually quite difficult. I had to really use my yoga muscles. I know you couldn't tell that in the time lapse, but wowzers. So now what I'm going to do is clean the walls first. Then after cleaning the walls, fill the holes. That will take me some time. After filling the holes, then I'll start to sand everything down and up above and prepping it for paint. Now, some of the walls are quite damaged, so I have a special type of paint to put over the damaged bit once I sand it all off, and then I can hopefully start to paint tomorrow. But yeah, less than 48 hours to go. Oh dear. Okay, slight little problem, everybody. When I was cleaning these walls, I had seen down below that these tiles had like been painted on, but it's quite easy to get off, but it just requires a lot more time. So I've got my scraper here, and you can see it coming off. It's coming off quite nicely, and that is gonna make these look just so much better. I actually might replace these at some point. And so basically for walls and ceiling, you wanna use 120. So that's what I'm using here, and it's great. I'll be able to patch that up. I have stuff here already to patch it up, but you can even do that just a bit because it's so thick, and this is actually where they've patched up already. So there's bits that just actually need to be sanded down. Super easy to do. It just is time consuming. So I have 1/4 of the room done. Not even a quarter. Oh dear. I'm gonna be up all night, everybody. So yes, but it's worth it.
Prendi l'autobus numero 17.
Prendi l'autobus numero 17.
Well, in the middle of the renovation of my sitting room here at my little Italian house, I do take little breaks, and those breaks include learning Italian through Babbel, one of the top learning language apps in the world and who is sponsoring this week's video. But Babbel has been instrumental in my progress in learning Italian, and I'm now able to confidently speak Italian anytime somebody comes over here to fix something, to help me with something, hang a picture, prendere un giusto misura, see? Speriamo. And it's great. Because of Babbel, I really do feel confident in speaking the language, and it's brilliant. I can do it on the go. I can do it while I'm renovating my little Italian house. So if you're looking to just improve a language or start a new language, if you're traveling this summer to a foreign country and you want to learn that language, or just for personal development reasons, Babbel is fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. So I've set up my own promo code. You can get 60% off your Babbel subscription by clicking the QR code right here or the link down below in the description. So do check it out. And also let me know what language you're interested in learning. Is it Italian or is it something else? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, I gotta get back to sanding, everybody. So I've nearly cleaned all of the walls, but I have that one to do. That's the really bad one. But I started to also clean some of the terracotta tiles, and this side has been cleaned, and I'm about to go in here and clean it, and I'm already seeing a massive improvement. So that should get me to about 2 a.m. Anyway, I live off of little sleep, so it'll be fine. So this has been deteriorating since I bought my house in, well, end of 2020 when I completed. And it has some stuff growing on it, as you can see here. So I'm really excited to get this off, and I just can't wait. So I'm gonna give you the satisfaction in a time lapse as well to get this off. And then, as soon as this is done, then I'm going to patch up the holes, then put my mask on and start sanding. I have been waiting to do this for basically 2 years. So the most satisfying, look at that. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, time lapse. You're gonna see an amazing before and after just on this patch of wall. All right, we have done it. Well, I've done it. but you guys as well, because you motivate me. You can see just bits everywhere. So now I've got my hand broom and I'm going to sweep this up. Then I'm going to vacuum it. And then the plan is to paint the ceiling first because you work from the top down. So I feel like I can get the ceiling done this evening, fingers crossed. I am going to make a meal in my kitchen that is now filled with everything else. But luckily they have really good ravioli here. It takes like 4 minutes to boil. So that's what I'm going to have, porcini ravioli. Anyway, yeah, and then tomorrow morning starts the painting of the room. So I feel like I'm decently on schedule. These floors though, as I was sort of going around, need to be, just the grout needs to be cleaned. But other than that, this is gonna take me at least 30 minutes to clean up because it's everywhere. So one more time lapse, everybody. Get ready. Okay, everybody, I made it till midnight. So I'm really pleased with that. I didn't paint the ceiling, but I'm ready to paint the ceiling and I'm ready to paint the walls. So come tomorrow early morning, I will be up having my double espresso first, and then off I go to paint to hopefully transform this sitting room and reveal it to you all. But until then, good night, everybody, and see you domani. All right, a quick getaway from the renovation project because I need to go to the post office. So come on to the post office with me, everybody, and I think it's market day as well. I'm ready to start painting. Cup of Joe, post office, all done, twirl around the market, and here I am. Today is the big day. Everything has been prepped, stayed up till well past midnight last night, and now I am ready to paint these walls and the ceiling. I'm a bit nervous, but you know, nerves mean that you care. So that's what I've always been told, and I do definitely care. So let's get started, everybody. But I'm gonna keep the doors open because it's such a beautiful day. And obviously with the smell of the paint, I'd like to have some fresh air in as well. Okay, everybody, oh my gosh. I've just finished the entire ceiling. I just needed to get outside and get some air. I think I might have paint in my hair because it feels a bit crunchy right here. I know I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow in my arms and everything. So plan is right now is I'm going to paint sort of the top and the bottom with the color that I'm painting in the sitting room. So that it can just be ready this evening to do the easy bit. I say easy, my arms. And so fingers crossed. That ceiling was really hard. I thought masking was hard. I decided to treat myself to a pizza because I'm starving. And when I'm working so hard, I actually forget to eat. I'm like in the moment. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Why am I so hungry? Oh, okay. So I went to the pizza place, treated myself, and I like feel like I need carbs, like because I have to paint this entire room now tonight. 2 coats. So I'm just gonna show you the pizza. I went to the pizza place and I was like, oh, I'll have the margarita pizza but with potatoes on top. And it's genius. I mean, I'm super happy with it, but it has French fries on top. So I'm gonna be eating this pizza, yummy. It's gonna carb me up. And then I gotta show you my drink. I'm like obsessed with these. These are like little canotos, and I love them. They're probably just as bad for you as Red Bull. Here I am like the yoga teacher, but I'm like, I do have a green salad, everybody. Sometimes you're just like, I need like, this stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this up and then I'll be back in there with lots more time lapses, but we are nearly to the finishing line, everybody. I'm so excited. All right, let's try this pizza. There you go, French fries. I mean, it's perfect. I've just had my pizza with French fries on top. Don't judge. I think I've gone actually crazy. So anyway, oh my goodness. So I've finished painting sort of the top bit and the bottom bit, which will be much easier for me when I use the roller, and the ceiling's looking really nice. Super happy with that. I think I'm gonna get 1 coat done tonight. It's super late here already, but maybe 2. We'll see how I get on. Anyway, yeah. So, the name of the color that I use, a lot of you have asked the paint colors that I use and the paint brand, and I use a brand, it's an Italian brand called San Marco. And this color in this room is called Bianca Firenze. So Bianca is obviously white, but it's like a soft gray. I think it's just gonna really transform this room. And then if you remember, well, I'm not gonna say too much more, but you'll see I've got some bits that I'm going to then sort of furnish it with. So when this room is done, it's not just gonna be painted walls. There's some bits here and in there, and it should look completely different. So here I go, everybody. Another 2.5 or 3 hours. So I've finished and I feel amazing. I feel achy. I'm so sore. I'm exhausted. It's well past midnight. But I did have to just have a lovely bath. So bath finished and ready for bed. And some of you might be asking, like, why did you have to finish this in 48 hours? Well, there's a couple reasons behind that. Number one is I only come here about every 6 weeks. And when I do come, it's just for a few days. And when I'm here, I want to renovate something. So the next time I come back here, I want to have the sitting room done, which it pretty much is. And so that I can focus on the terrace up above me. And number two, our number 2 child goes to University of Bologna. He's been there since September. And so of course, every time I come here, I want to see him. So we are meeting tomorrow in Parma. And before I reveal the sitting room, and wait till you see the before and after, it is quite extraordinary. I'm gonna give you literally a 30-second whistle stop tour of Parma. That's it, 30 seconds on this video, that's it. And then we're back here and I'm gonna reveal the sitting room. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow in Parma. And I'm just looking at myself right now and I still have paint in my hair. Oh dear, good grief. Oh well. Night, everybody. welcome to my completed sitting room as far as the painting goes and bits of furniture. There's still lots more to do as far as hanging pictures, but I just want to walk you through it. Again, the color that I used is San Marco paint. It's an Italian paint and it's called Bianca Forense. I have a pull-out sofa here and it's super comfortable. I did test drive this because I have 4 children. They have lots of friends. So now the house can sleep 6 because 2 people can sleep here. I love my sisal rug. So the sisal rug is perfect, especially for this room, people walking in and out of the door. You saw before this table when PG delivered it, my favorite flea market. You saw me do a 10-point turn in the time lapse trying to get this centered underneath the light, and it's so heavy. And a couple of side tables that I did find at another flea market.
I am replacing a few of the sofa cushions with some more decorative ones, in particular the fabric from the old curtains in the Mapperton archive room, which I'm currently renovating as well. The fabric is a perfect deep purple and it will look splendid in this room.
Just a couple more things, and I've got a pair of these, one here, one behind the camera, and again, I think these are beautiful, lovely furnishing and for the sitting room, and I found them at PG and Deborah's flea market as well. Now, as far as pictures go, I am all about pictures, and pictures for me are the last things that should be hung just because you got to see the room first. Now, my plan is to put an armchair here, but there is something special being built right now, very special. We will, of course, keep all the terracotta tiles here, the original beams, but there's something being built here and it's really for my husband. So just wait and see. I can't give it away because he'll watch this video. But, and it was Malcolm's idea, so I'm gonna give credit to Malcolm. Again, you can hopefully see that this is the color of the corridor that you saw me painting the last video, and it's just a little bit sort of darker, slightly darker, cooler gray, and it goes all the way up. And this I found again at an auction house, and it is Venice. And that, my plan is to hang right there. So when you walk up the stairway, you'll be greeted by Venice. And just a couple more pictures, because again, I come from a family with, married into a family who likes their pictures. So again, I found this one, which I absolutely love. Oh, here are the bells. Oh, it's so nice. That also means I need to get to the airport. This will be going somewhere in the room. If you're wondering what the colors are, you can kind of have a look at the marble table and this sofa. It's sort of a, you know, a blue-gray, and then we've got a little bit of mauve here. So blue-gray mauve is kind of the colors that we're playing with. And these 2 pictures will go somewhere as well. And again, they've got the blue-gray and the mauve, and they're nice gilt frames. So that's really important for me, is also looking at the frames. These are really nice gilt frames. And again, I found these I found at the Fivisano Antiques Market, and they were, I think, like 15 euros each, maybe, something like that. So I think it's really just perfect. And then lastly, I did bring these from London. Again, found these at an auction house. The sticker's still on. I'm not going to keep the prints inside. They're not, don't worry, they're not valuable or anything like that. But I got them for the frames. And again, I think having different shapes of frames really can accent a room as well. So these are gilt frames, but they're circular gilt frames, and I really liked them. So again, those will be put up at some point, but behind me, and I'll turn it around, there's the lovely window that I cleaned, and we'll be putting a day bed there. So day bed, chair here, special present for my husband here, and then pictures to be hung. But at least now it's a proper living space. Oh, and there is a light that I have chosen that has arrived, actually. I'm not gonna get it out right now because it's packed away and it's quite fragile. But there is a beautiful, beautiful light that I found at an antiques place in England, and that is going to go there as well. So that's it, everybody. That is a tour of my 48-hour renovation of a sitting room. I hope you like it as much as I do. I'm actually feeling all right today. So little sleep, lots of work, physical work, but it was all worth it. So do comment down below and let me know what you think. If you're wondering what my next project is after I sort of hang the pictures and things like that, which will be in another video, I've got to get to the airport, and I want the whole room decorated first, is going to be the terrace. So stay tuned, everybody. Next renovation is the terrace. I mean, it is about to be summer, so I better get going with that. Okay, off I go, everybody, to the airport. Bye.